Middle Power, Middle Kingdom by David Mulroney, published by Alan Lane, Penguin Canada.
Since plumpness has long been associated in China with prosperity, we've seen the emergence of a generation fondly referred to as 小胖子, or little fatties. What's even stranger is that the older generation in China has largely kept to the healthy and abstemious ways of their own early days, when a lean lifestyle wasn't a choice, but an inevitability. When I was young, the government humiliated us into fitness through a commercial that saw Canadians huffing and puffing behind a 60-year-old Swede. In China, it would be your 80-year-old grandmother. I think we've grown used to the notion that it's up to us. We keep saying the world needs more Canada. It's actually going to get more China. And we have to respond creatively to that and attach priority to the relationship. We've been very fickle in the past. We'll pay attention to China for a few years and then get interested in India, then maybe it's South Africa. They're all worthy of paying attention to, but China in particular is worth our priority attention. It would help if we, for example, had more people in Canada studying Chinese, just as there are millions of people in China who can speak English. We don't really invest the same kind of time and energy in understanding what motivates China. Why do they respond to things the way they do? And what can we do to build a really positive relationship and ward off some of the almost inevitable negative consequences of the rise of a country as big and powerful as China? I speak in the book about my experience in Afghanistan. And for me, the overriding experience of the Canadian engagement in southern Afghanistan, and I was responsible for coordination of the Canadian effort, is that we went in without having really clear policy objectives and without thinking clearly about what we could do and what we couldn't do. And we never really spent the time to learn those lessons. So that's important in itself, but if you look at China, China is far more consequential to us. We need to have the same kind of review and consideration. What do we want to achieve? What can we achieve? And what kind of national assets do we have to put in place to do it? It's far more important. We've got to learn that lesson, and China would be the place where we have to do it.
Middle Power, Middle Kingdom. What Canadians need to know about China in the 21st century.